35년간의 필름이 어쩌면 수지 맞은 삶 건축된 우리의 이름이 길르니 어두워지지 않게 서로를 비판하고 세상을 보는 시선 삐딱하게 얼굴에 피어난 주름은 당연해 마치 아파친 너 페이스 평가는 다 끝난 다음에 해긴 인생의 레이스 이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈 높고 힘든 삶의 능선 내 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time 지금 난 간절히 원
Hello. Basketball fans, you've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And of course, Tari Eason. Well, the team moving on here without him.
Yeah, it's a big loss for them. He's a guy who can influence outcomes. He's that good a player, and they'll need others to step up while they're figuring out the new roles. Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
And the Defensive Player of the Year for 2025, Evan Mobley. What makes him so formidable, Grant?
Well, you know, he has a similar physical frame to Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett. Long-armed and athletic at 6'11", and the intangibles are all there as far as timing and IQ.
Here's Cousins. After Houston's three-pointer on the other end.
Boogie Cousins shaking it up a little bit with a dynamic throwdown.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Screen by Horford. Durant with it. He's picked up by Cousins. And Horford powers it home.
He may not be the biggest center in the league, but he sure can jump.
With the 7-footer. And there's a play by Cousins inside. Cousins has gotten his second bucket on the night.
You know, I really enjoy watching Cousins go to work deep inside. I mean, it feels like, to me, nobody can guard him down there.
To the paint. Cousins with the steal. Here's Mobley. Banked it in off the glass.
Off to a perfect start, and you can see their confidence growing.
Up top, Durant. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game.
Obviously, the defense has its eyes on Durant with the ball, so he cleverly uses the pick and roll to create some space.
That one goes. Count it. Mobley's got 6. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. There's the drive. Count it. Good.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Pass to Cousins. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. They trail by 1. Screen by Horford. Thompson goes in. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. To the left wing. Philadelphia moving it around. Left side Grimes. 4 on the clock. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. So far, Grant, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor.
And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Joel Embiid is trying to stay on the court, and to that end, he's lost weight and he's embraced wearing a knee brace. He said, it's the right thing to do, giving me the support for the rest of my career. It may not look as good as it used to, with the jab or the pull-up and all that stuff, but it'll still work. Back to you.
Trying to stay healthy. Thanks a lot, Allie. Now here's Thompson. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Here's Durant. Give him 8. Pass to Thompson. Here's Phillips. Screen by Horford. Houston needs to get off the shot.
You know, Horford is versatile now. He's a big guy that can play on the perimeter, but his bread is buttered with jelly and jam inside.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Horford. And Houston making a change here. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
Al Horford has demonstrated great leadership both on and off the floor throughout his career. A seasoned veteran, you love having him on your team.
Here's Borden. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
Here's Billups. Inside. And Durant with the big finish.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
The Rockets, 17.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Rockets.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
Harden's shot is good. Well, Clark, by my count, in your career, you made all of 23 triples and hit a respectful 34%.
23 over a, close to 5-year career, maybe the equivalent of 3 1/4 years on the court. Yeah, the 3-ball was not being shot a lot. I will tell you, I was looking to add it to my repertoire, though, and that's the case for all of these guys playing now. Everybody is shooting 3.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Up top T. It's stolen by Oubre. The 3 is up. Counted from distance. Phillips has got 5 now.
Taking advantage of the opportunity to put his range to good use. Billups, very effective from behind the arc.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Down low. Back to Harden. Shot clock at 6. And Edgecombe gets it to go.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
The Sixers leading. Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at.
So it's Philadelphia now. Harden surveying the D. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Nickeil Alexander-Walker picks one up.
Well, you know, Harden will do that every chance he gets. He cleverly goes into the defender looking for the contact to draw the foul, and nobody does it better.
Of all the accolades James Harden has racked up, what do you think he'll be most remembered for, Clark?
You mean aside from his beard, which is pretty impressive, as well as his game? I mean, I think his scoring ability, the way he did it, he was one of the first to really kind of master that step-back three against good defense. His ability to get to the rim, draw fouls, and make plays for others. I think all of that is part of what we will remember about James Harden.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 1:55 left in the first half. Screen by Horford. For three, Durant. And his fifth basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
That's his third triple of the game. It's the first one in the second quarter.
And here's Lowry. Here's Tyson. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Washington with the ball. Durant covering. Here's Billups. He has 7. Drives to the hoop. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
The compact and muscular Chauncey Billups, excellent at using that body of his to draw contact when he has the ball inside.
And he makes both free throws. And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Graham.
Yeah, BA, he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
Here's Tyson. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Philadelphia shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Rockets trail by 3. Now here's Thompson. Pass to Young. Here's Alexander Walker. Covered by Grimes. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
Here's Cousins. Now Mobley. Outside Grimes. Pass to Mobley. Outside Grimes. Back to Mobley. Gets it off. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Sixers on top, up 1. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. There's the double with Thompson, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Edgecombe. Pass to Cousins. Nice move. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul.
Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Hey, every team would welcome a big physical player like DeMarcus Cousins. I mean, he knows exactly how to throw his body around to have an impact on the game at both ends of the floor.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Back to you guys.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Out to the wing. Clock at 6. Here's Cousins. It's rebounded by Houston. It's off to Detroit after this game, where they will face the Pistons. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. Good work defensively by Post. Pass to Durant. For the lead. At the arc. KD drains it.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Oh, the hammer. Mobley, a powerful dude out there.
Here's Durant. And he draws body contact. Looks like a blocking foul. He was in the shooting motion, so he'll head to the line. It's going to be on Quentin Grimes.
76ers foul. Quentin Grimes.
And the first one at the line is good. Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
You've come to expect great passing from Harden. He's got a reputation for finding open guys.
Pass to Horford. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Here's Cousins, and it's good for 2. Cousins has got 10 points. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Young can't hit.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it. And now they've got to be careful at the defensive end. They're over the limit much earlier than they should be.
And the second free throw is good.
From a 6th man of the year to MVP, James Harden has had a lot of different roles in the NBA, and he's excelled at every one of them.
Pass to Alexander Walker, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
Yeah, he tried to go with it before he caught it. Took his eyes off of it. You can't have that at this point in the game.
The Sixers leading, and there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line.
I have no clue what they were doing out there. Not the guy you want to foul in this situation.
And he knocks down the first one.
Nobody quite like Harden to run your offense. He knows the ins and outs like very few do. Well, you have no concerns when he's at the free throw line. Very consistent.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
Philadelphia leading by 4. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Pass to Billups. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. And here's Post. Can they get it? Durant's shot is off.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Pass to Bona. Philadelphia moving it around. Harden drives in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
So both teams changing it up here. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Substitution on the court.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Capella. Outside, Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 5. No problems knocking that one down. Alexander Walker's got 6.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Bona. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Outside, Alexander Walker. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Give him 8.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
There's a screen. Outside Oubre. Let's go with a 3. Sinks the tray.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Philadelphia with a 6-point lead at the close of the...
42.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for Houston. 6-point game. Pass to Durant. Oh, how about the long-range shooting of Durant?
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now here's Cousins. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Screen by Horford.
Number 25.
In attack mode, Trae Young.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Outside Harden. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Lowry with a steal. Washington outside. Up top, Cousins. Pass to Mobley. Here's Lowry. 5 to shoot. To the middle. Mobley, no good.
He's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's great defense right there.
Alexander Walker with the bucket.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Three-pointer, Harden. Horford pulls it in. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
to take the lead. Oh, getting it done. Horford gets it to go.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks. They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Young looking around. Now the pass to Horford. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
Leave it to the veteran, Al Horford, to come up big. That could be a huge play in this game.
And so they foul intentionally.
Personal foul. First team foul.
The lead is 2. They set the pick. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Now Harden.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Clock at 6. Here's Mobley. Fires the 3. And he nails it. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Outside Mobley. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Now Harden. Mobley down low. Jams it home!
And what can't this guy do? Mobley with a massive bucket.
Outside ball. Oh, stolen by Harden. Banks it home. Big shot.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Both teams will make substitutions. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. Coach did everything he could to fire up his team, saying, quote, "This is where every one of you has to dig deep. It's going to come down to who wants it more. Anything to give his team an extra push to close the gap." Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
The triple drops.
No stage too big for KD. You need a basket? He's your man.
And that's an intentional foul. Here's Harden. And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops. And that puts him up 5. Second one is good. Getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Talk about much in the clutch. Big trip to the line there.
Thompson. Oh, what a jam! Holding nothing back.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that. Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Gets it to go.
Oh, unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Exactly. You got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Thompson. Oh, he can't get the layup. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And the second of 2 is good. And that increases the lead to 6. Thompson, he takes it in. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy 2, the for sure 2. No need to make it fancy and special.
First free throw is good. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. And it's an 8-point ball game. So this one belongs to the 76ers. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Quiet it down, I ain't lying to y'all. You get prioritized if it's profit involved. Tired of y'all, I ain't flying with y'all out. For the quiet out. No, I ain't going for it. No, I don't know nothing. I just counted my lump sum. I ain't going to bed to this gun. It's a hole in my chest to this close. Get cold as December with no clothes. This a V12 inch, I don't go slow. If my feet on the pedal, just hold on. My baby gon' hold out for me. I been praying we turn out okay. I got all eyes on me. 3-some thought for my heavy feet. Just to help me sleep. I do it like she'll never ever get a ring from me. All my line like we gotta talk. I don't know what I done, but it can't be deep. I don't know what it costs, but it can't be cheap. I don't think that she want me for me. Oh, am I love? Then yeah, quiet it down. I ain't lying to y'all. You get prioritized if it's profit involved. Tired of y'all, I ain't flying with y'all out. For the quiet out. I don't got much left. I'm by myself. I know what's right, what's wrong. I guess I don't got much else. Let's get a little more. Put the windows down. Run around town and that, oh my God. Where in the did he get that from? Wow, where'd you get this fine? Like, can I this time? I ain't think I could get this. I don't think I'ma risk this one. If your team worth $50. You really miss me, huh? Didn't it feel real for once? 3-some thought for my heavy feet. Just to help me sleep. I do it like she'll never ever get a ring from me. On my line like we gotta talk. I don't know what I done, but it can't be deep. Then hope. I don't know what it costs, but it can't be cheap. I don't think that she want me for me. I don't think that she want me for me.
It's just a public service announcement, sponsored by Just Blaze and the good folks at Rockefeller Records.
Fellow Americans, it is with the utmost pride and sincerity that I present this recording as a living testament and recollection of history in the making during our generation.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho, H to the O-V. I used to... I guess even back then you can call me CEO of the ROC. Ho, fresh out the frying pan into the fire. I be the music biz #1 supplier. Fly it in a piece of paper bearing my name. Got the hottest chick in the game wearing my chain. That's right, ho. Not DOC, but similar to them letters. No one could do it better. I check cheddar like a food inspector. My homie Strick told me, dude, finish your breakfast. So that's what I'ma do, take you back to the dude with the Lexus. Fast forward the jewels and the necklace. Let me tell you dudes what I do to protect us. That you actors like movie directors. This ain't a movie, dog.
Now, before I finish, let me just say, I did not come here to show out, did not come here to impress you, because to tell you the truth, when I leave here, I'm gone, and I don't care what you think about me, but just remember, when it hits the fan, brother, whether it's next year, 10 years, 20 years from now, you'll never be able to say that these brothers lied to you, Jack.
Thing ain't lie, I done came through the block and everything that's fly. I'm like Che Guevara with bling on, I'm complex. I never claimed I had wings on. Get my by any means on. Whenever there's a drought, get your umbrellas out because that's when I brainstorm. You can blame Sean, but I ain't inventing the game. I just trying to get some change. And I do it twice, ain't no sense to me lying as if I am a different man. And I could blame my environment, but ain't no reason why I be buying expensive change. Hope you don't think God, he only within the game. If you do, then how would you explain? I'm 10 years removed, still the vibe is in my veins. I gotta hustle.
I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Craig Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. Coming in off the road, the 76ers are back in Philadelphia for this game. And, of course, Jokic. He's a big ticket to foul. They'll go without him, though.
And to say the deal changes the look and the feel of this franchise, quite frankly, is stating the obvious. They are a vastly different team than they were just a few days ago. Obviously looking long-term rather than short.
Boy, a very capable passer. DeMarcus Cousins does a solid job recognizing where to go with the ball.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Count the basket.
Harden's so good at getting the shot he wants and making tough shots when he has to. Great agility.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
He's turned it over twice pretty quickly. Time to refocus.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. I asked him what lessons he's learned from studying tape on Luka Doncic, and Coach told me, well, one thing is you can't force him into anything. Luka plays at the pace that he wants to play at and goes where he wants to go on the floor. But we can try and take away his options, and that should present some obstacles for him. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you.
Nice work from Doncic, doing a good job finding a way to get it done inside.
And Cousins throws it down hard.
Boogie Cousins shaking it up a little bit with a dynamic throwdown.
On the wing, Doncic. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Harden's shot is off.
As he often does, he gets to the rim, but that's just stellar defense.
It's intercepted. Cousins with it. Duran picks him up. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Doncic. And here's Denver. Pass to Pierce. To the paint. Here's Duran. And Duran slams it in.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
To the inside. Mobley. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And the ever-growing confidence of Mobley inside, he knows these are shots he can make consistently.
Doncic with the bucket. 76ers trailing. And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
Count that one. Mobley's got 6 points.
One of the top passing bigs in the league. Cousin whips around passes with purpose and precision.
Pass to Duran. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. 1:14 left here in the first quarter. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Making it look easy. Mobley using that size at the rim.
And here is Payne. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Tremendous hustle, working hard for that bucket.
Here's Edgecombe. Pass to Cousins. Here's Edgecombe. Shot clock at 6. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
The orchestrator, Doncic, knows where everyone is at all times and completely dictates the pace.
Harden gets the bucket.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
To the middle, and stolen by Mobley. Now Harden. It's good. He's got 6.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Evan Mobley getting it done for the Philadelphia 76ers. He notched 8. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Here's Harden. Getting inside. It's Harden. And Clark, I've got to say, you might have been one of the first true combo forwards. And that's not a rarity anymore.
No, it's common. It's actually 13 to a dozen now when you talk about the versatility of forwards in this league. And sizes going north of 6'8", ability to make threes and go rack to rack. You're not boxed into any one position nowadays. It's all about being a skilled, versatile basketball player regardless of your size. And I love it for the game and for the spectators.
Down low. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 4. Stolen by Harden. Rebound by the Nuggets. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. And that will conclude this long 7-game road trip. And now Philadelphia on the break. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Pierce with it. Lowry picks him up. Inside. Valanciunas, good.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Kevin. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Guys, back to you.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. The Nuggets trailed by 4. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Now here's Murray. No scoring in this one. 6 to shoot. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator. Good to see a player going all out when the game fits tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
So that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And it's in there. Tyson's got the lead up to 4 now for Philadelphia.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Murray, good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
They set the pick. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
Hey, and we all know Gordon's a terrific jammer now. He loves throwing it down.
Pass to Bona. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Tyson. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Stolen by Washington. Now running. Here comes Lowry pushing the ball up. The offensive rebound. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home. Showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Murray, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Pass to Pierce. Teardrop shot. The shot off that time. The 76ers leading by 4. Here's Cousins. And Cousins throws it down hard.
That's not too difficult for DeMarcus Cousins now. I like that he doesn't settle for the layup there. Instead, throws it down.
Doncic. Great positioning inside from Doncic.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Edgecombe. Sinks that one from the post. Edgecombe's got the lead back up to 6 now for the 76ers. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be back with you shortly. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Philadelphia leading by 6. Harden surveying the D. Mobley right side. Cousins inside. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Duran. Here's Mobley. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Mobley's got the first field goal of the second half for the 76ers. Duran a screen. Here's Doncic. Kicks it out to Gordon. Pass to Brown. Doncic outside. And stolen by Cousins. Over in the corner, Edgecombe. Back to Grimes. And here is Cousins. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Nuggets ball.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Doncic with it. 10 points for him. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column. Giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Pass to Doncic. Over Grimes. Outside, Pierce. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Here's Cousins. Now Edgecombe. To the middle. And Mobley throws it down.
This is one of those nights where you get to see everything in Mobley's bag.
Greg, we know something every scout liked about B.J. Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
Here's Pierce. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. Joel Embiid is trying to stay on the court, and to that end, he's lost weight and he's embraced wearing a knee brace. He said, it's the right thing to do, giving me the support for the rest of my career. It may not look as good as it used to, with the jab or the pull-up and all that stuff, but it'll still work. Back to you guys.
You got it, trying to stay healthy. Thanks a lot, Allie. Pass to Edgecombe. Shoots the 3. Mobley misses.
Really good shot contest there. It made it tough for the shooter.
Gordon goes in. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Down low. Edgecombe with the steal. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. .121 left to play in the third. Screen by Cousins. Here's Harden. Oh, look at Harden climbing!
You see it less often, but make no mistake now, given the opportunity, the beard can still throw it down on your head.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers making a change here. Valanciunas, good.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Harden outside. Over in the corner, Washington. It's stolen by Valanciunas. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Good on the shot.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Philadelphia leading by 4. Pass to Tyson. There's the pick to the inside. Bona, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Cam Johnson picks one up. The 76ers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. 26 seconds left in the third. The Nuggets trailed by 7. To the paint. Valanciunas, good. 8 points for Valanciunas.
Well, I tell you what, passes like that from Murray will keep his teammates working hard to get open because they know he'll find them.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Now Edgecombe with 4 seconds on the clock, and it's good on the layup. Edgecombe's got 6.
When you get looks from there, you're doing a lot right.
And so it's Philadelphia bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action in... The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. 7-point differential. There's the triple. Doncic sticking it from way outside.
Don't know what you're thinking, but you got to get out on that or Luka gonna cook you.
Harden right side. Back to Mobley. 5 on the clock. Fires from 14. It's rebounded by Doncic.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's Durant. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Harden up top. Off on the layup. The Nuggets trailed by 3. Outside, Bane. Pierce wide open. He fires. And the second chance effort by Gordon.
Well, you know what I like to say? Persistence pays. And with Gordon, he's the kind of guy who just does not rest on the glass.
And he hits the bucket. 16 points for Evan Mobley.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
In the corner, it's Bane. Pass to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And the dime from Desmond Bane. Terrific vision on that one.
Now here's Cousins. Here's Harden. Beyond the arc. There's Harden draining to 3.
This is what they were hoping to get from him tonight. Solid performance.
Edgecombe with the steal. Bane with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Doncic. Mobley there for the rebound.
Operating from mid-range. That's a shot he likes. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Bain with the steal. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one. Not with so much riding on it.
The Nuggets trailed by 3. Doncic left side. And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I was able to listen in on what Denver's coach was going over with his team. He said to his players, I believe in you. I know what we have. It was less about X's and O's and more about the team's identity. Guys, they play for one another.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Harden outside. Lock at 6. Wide open look. Yep, that's going to go in.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
Doncic fires. Misses the 3.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
Harden outside. Here's Mobley. From deep. 3. Good.
And with hard work, Mobley's turned himself into a legitimate 3-level scorer.
Duran a screen. Doncic outside. Mobley with the block. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Taking 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And the second of 2 is good. That narrows the gap to 7.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Mobley, left side. Lets loose a 3. Another chance. Got it to go off the glass.
And that's just opportunistic basketball. Mobley carving out space and then cashing in on the second chance opportunity.
Doncic outside. Takes the shot. Does not go in. So Philadelphia wins it. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
I got a bad bitch at home, voodoo type. Take down Megan Stallions by the group type. That's some thick, I just thought you knew type. I just treat dog, I don't just usually do this type.